We're here. We are here.
Episode 55.
Episode 55. This is the World of Controversy podcast, the podcast that gives you all forms of controversy.
Rob, scream at my mic again. Screaming that mic again.
This is the World of Controversy podcast, the podcast that gives you all forms of controversy.
No, I just told him that mic is sensitive. He's screaming in our mics.
Did I hurt your ears?
A little bit.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Okay.
I can't even see myself.
No, look. This is the World of Controversy podcast.
Yes.
A podcast full of controversy.
Yes, absolutely, man. We got Jason. We got a special guest. I said his name. Dang. You know what I mean? Would our guest like to introduce himself?
What's up, man? I'm Jason. I go by Jason H. I live in West Philly. I'm just a brother of the community, man. You know, I'm just here to just vibe with my brothers.
Hey.
Touch on some topics that I feel like are necessary, that are appropriate, timely. So, you know, we here. Praise God.
Praise God. All praise to the Most High.
All praises to the Most High. Jason, it's an honor to have you on. You are one of my former co-workers. We used to work together.
Yes.
And I remember when I first showed you my Instagram and you saw that I had a podcast.
Yeah.
You asked me to come on personally.
Yeah.
And I told you I'll get you on. Took a little while, but I got you.
Yeah, I appreciate you holding your word, man. You was one of the few thorough boys that I met at that job, man.
Oh, for sure, for
solid
sure.
character.
Nice.
For sure.
Thank you for actually having me here, man. Both of y'all. I appreciate it.
Of course.
Nice studio. Y'all can't see, but hey, I can see it. This is nice.
Yes, we're here at the Rec Philly Studios.
Yes, sir.
Super glad to be here. 55 episodes of World of Controversy podcast. Can you believe it, folks? 55 episodes. We've been doing it, controversy, since 2020. And we're super excited today. Today we got a little black politics episode, a little black news, as Rob would say. And we're going to get into it. Nice little bit of controversy. You know, sometimes we hop in the studio and we're like, you know what I mean? We're excited about all of them, but this one, man, I'm excited about. I got my shamak on. Someone already asked if I served in Afghanistan already today. So I said, let me hop on here, confuse some people.
I like it though, man.
Hey, thank you, dog.
It fits the ensemble. It makes sense.
Yes, and you're
a traveler,
too, man. I like what you're wearing, man.
I'm chilling, man.
He wearing you may not be able to see, he's wearing a red and white scarf with the jeans. Anyway, let's get into the controversy. Okay, so we'll be discussing you know, our black Americans self-destructive. Is there some type of behavior that is causing the self-destruction of the black American society? We could talk economics, however you want to go, Jason, because I got some stuff for you too. But yeah, man, when we came to you with this subject, when J-Rob came with you with this subject, what was the first thing kind of on your mind?
Man, there were a lot of things on my mind, man. I mean, for one, we can talk community sabotage. I mean, we sell drugs for our own community. We could talk about the nonsense in the music, self-destructive content in music. We can talk about the lack of fathers in homes. What impacts that? What causes that? There's many avenues that crossed my mind when you gave me that topic. I feel like for me personally, the most relevant would definitely be the content in which we absorb. Whether that be, you know, I don't know if y'all are familiar with, I guess they call it thought music. Or city girl music, but you know, I feel like that's a culture in itself. You got a lot of young black women walking around here thinking their value is only bodily and nothing else. You know what I'm saying? And that's clearly the case. And I don't know, man. We just gotta do better, man. Like Jay-Z said, you know what I'm saying? Everybody sees us. We just gotta see us. You know what I'm saying? Every culture is piggybacked on us, but for some reason we're self-destructive of ourselves.
Right.
So, you know. A lot of thought is provoked from that. For sure.
For sure. I mean, this can go many ways. But what you talked about with the whole culture, that is one that is damaging our culture for sure. That we are damaging ourselves.
And both parties are guilty, man and female. But like I said, we live in a digital world, so it's the content that's absorbed. It's really the youth that's under attack.
The youth for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
The youth for sure is under attack.
And when I say youth, I'm talking like 25 and under. Don't think because you're 18, you out that bracket of when they talk about youth. Like, I feel like, you know, youth is those who are tapped in, those who are conscious to what's popular, you know. But what y'all think? What you think, Germ? What comes to your mind when you hear black destruction?
You know, I was doing, I work with agency. I do some work with Frontline Dads, which is a nonprofit, and Brother Shamari from the radio was actually one of the trainers for that. And he told about like a people group in Africa, the warriors, you know, they would go out, and the first thing they would ask when they got to another village is, are the kids okay? Because that was like the biggest sign of whether or not there was peace in the land. Are the kids okay?
Yeah.
The biggest indicator of whether or not our society as Black Americans is correctly improving or safe is whether or not our youth is okay. And right now, brother, I gotta say, we live in a time where our youth are literally under attack.
Yeah.
And it's time to fight back. It's time to fight back. It's time to protect. And it's time to reprimand. It's time to reprimand our youth for what they're doing. Yesterday I heard I seen the youth throw soda at a homeless drug addict dude yesterday. Brother, I haven't been right since. Dude, I have not been right since. I woke up mad this morning.
Man, that shocked me. I was with him, man. And that right there really, like, I ain't seen no much like that.
No. And they're talking about, oh, well, he was disrespecting us. And they say in Philadelphia, we have some of the worst kids. Have you heard this? There was a poll or a survey, and I believe they found out Philadelphia was like top 5, top 10 in the country for some of the worst kids.
Yeah.
We have to really start fixing the kids. I'm not going to lie. I didn't know where I wanted to really slide on this conversation because I'm not the type to just sit down in one of these black groups. Oh, this is the problem, that the problem. We got enough old heads complaining. We really do. And I just want to be clear. We need a solution. We are the solution because we got to see the future.
That's right.
Yeah.
So whether or not we see all the quote-unquote self-destruction, Michael Jackson said, I'm going to have to look at the man in the mirror. Because if I want to change, it will always start with the me.
Come on, brother.
But Rob, here's the thing. There's a hierarchy. There's a hierarchy of needs. Psychology says there's a hierarchy of needs. The fundamental of this pyramid is survival needs. Shelter, food. And then it goes up to emotional stuff. And then at the top of this pyramid is what? I forget the word.
Self-love?
Pretty much self-fulfillment. I want to like fulfill what I see in society or what I want to become in society. If our people are at some of the lower tiers of this pyramid, they'll never reach the top, which is the self-fulfillment, self-analyzing. We got people walking around in trauma. Jan McKay does a great workshop on this. If all of us are in trauma, we can't go to the higher levels of like self-consciousness. You just can't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can't. I want to know what you guys have to say about the current condition of Black America and why that may be a reason why some of the so-called self-destruction might be just a reaction to our environment, the reaction to how we've been living for generations in a certain environment that was not created by us. An economic environment, an environment of the literal living things around us, food deserts around. Maybe this was the reason why we self-destruct, because we see nothing but destruction around us. Talk to me, Rob.
Well, you definitely got a point there. We don't see nothing but self-destruct around us. We are in poverty state, right? We in these poor homes, poor cities. Government don't help much, right? A lot of us, our people, have poor jobs. We're barely making it through, right? Trying to keep up with the bills. And some of us have 2-3 jobs and still not keeping up with the bills.
Right.
So, yes, that brings a thought in your head of, let's say, low self-esteem.
Okay.
Low, low self, like love. You guys get what I'm saying, right?
Yeah, I get what you're saying, bro.
Yeah. So now that we got in these poor cities, poor homes and everything, you're barely keeping up with your bills. We're being fed poorly, right? Everywhere you go, you see corner stores. What are they full with? Junk. We're eating a whole lot of junk.
Meats. Stay away.
Yes, eating a whole lot of junk. So we in junk food. We in bad food, bad for our health. So that in itself, and then food just don't affect the physical health, but it affects the mental and emotional health.
Yes,
facts.
Which puts us in a bad state of mind. Okay, right. So we got that in itself, and also we don't have a lot of stuff around in our neighborhoods as well. Look at it. Houses are closing down. Buildings closing down. Our businesses closing down. We see each other dying on the streets. One of the biggest self-destruction is the black on black crime.
Yeah, because that's destroying a life. Not a business, a straight life.
It's destroying the life, yes. Now, when we talk about the police brutality, yes, they killing us with the police, but also we're killing each other. So we're doing their job for them. Now, I ain't going to go too deep on the black on black crime because we already know about black on black crime. I think we need to...
Nobody's going to save us but us.
Yeah.
Right. Period.
Yeah, but we have to learn. Here's the thing. I'm going to say this. All right. The number one thing, and this will help us with our black and black crime. We have to stop bickering and fighting over little stuff. We beef over the smallest of things. Oh, he bumped into me. Now you ready. You're not even just ready to raise hands. You ready to pull your gun out and kill this person. And that's the problem we have as black people. We're ready to kill each other over the smallest and the dumbest of things. So yes, that's our self-destruction. That's our self-destruction. Jason, you sound like you got something to say.
Mass incarceration is I feel like a heavy catalyst also for the black family. As far as obviously the discrepancies and injustices with sentences given, black men seem to be serving more time than any other ethnicity or race for lesser crimes, more time, lesser crimes. It seems as if getting pulled over by law enforcement seems to be more probable in black predominant communities. I feel like we're definitely circumstantially targeted, socially targeted. But as far as us as black men, we can rise to the circumstance, and I feel like our circumstances, our shortcomings. I feel like one lethal way is being there for your families, fellas, you know what I'm saying? Men, like, if you got kids, be in their life, you know what I'm saying? Like, regardless of the relationship with the mother.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Try to have a peace treaty, I would say, with your spouse, baby father, baby mother, if you want to. But as far as the construct of the household, I feel like as men, that's our responsibility. That's on us, and we need to do a better job. We live in a day and age now, man, I could tell you, like, selling drugs, doing petty crimes, the young boys out there, if y'all listening, y'all don't gotta do that, man. You got Uber, you got Lyft, you can go on Indeed.com, get a steady job, easy, man. You know what I'm saying? But mass incarceration is that's the new lynching. You know what I'm saying? Like, we already getting murdered by police. There's already brutality on that end, but we also got our fathers and our brothers and our cousins and our family members in prison. So it's like we're at a disadvantage off the rip, just economically. And it's like, once we identify how we can see ourselves and better ourselves and hold ourselves accountable, we'll see change. Like we said earlier, man, ain't nobody gonna save us but us. You know what I'm saying?
Amen.
And we live in an informational world, and it's like, let's do better, man. Let's win.
Yes. For those who just got on, we are talking about our black people, their own self-destruction. We are our own self-destruction. And what you're saying about mass incarceration, yes, I agree with you. Also, another thing is our education system. The education system are failing us. They are really failing us. And as black parents, you know, I'm not a parent yet, so I can't say like I'm a parent, but for the black parents, you should educate your kids, not just you letting the school system educate them, but it starts at home. Their first education starts at home. Train them up. The Bible even says train up a child in the way they should go, right?
Yes, it does.
And they shall not depart. Yes. So train them. Education first starts at home, then school. But you can't let the school system tell them everything. There is so much lies in these history books. There is so much lies. History
has been rewritten
so many times. History. You look at the word, man. It's his story. So there's somebody else's story. Doesn't matter. It's lies in there. Especially when it comes to our history. White people want to say something about our history. But we know our history. We know it, right?
And if we don't, we should.
Oh, for sure.
Facts.
I'm about to read some comments, Germ. All right. This is Less Nobody LLC. Yeah, we always been our own problem. We just like to blame other people. Addicted to blaming Europeans, but you letting them raise your kids. Ooh.
Okay, so she talking about the education system.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm confused, Rob. And I'm confused. That was Sunshine who responded. Oh, she just gave us another one.
Oh, wait. We want to work for their companies, knowing their companies today against our rights and destroy our environments. Okay, now Germ, say what you're confused about, so I can fix that for you.
Self-destruction is from the self.
Okay.
Are you saying, Julian, that there's somehow no external forces to the reason or the predicament that black people are in?
We're not saying there's no external forces. We know about the external forces. But there is a responsibility that we as black people got towards ourselves to help better the life and the improvement of us black people. We also help those eternal forces kill us, destroy us.
How do we help? Are you saying that we're colluding with external forces to destroy us?
Yes, I can say we are.
Well,
And subconsciously, we are. I'm going to say that. And like I mentioned before, when we talked on black crimes, you're helping white people, the police brutality, do their job with black on black crime. Now, let's talk about another thing. My man mentioned you don't have to sell drugs no more, right? Look for a decent job. We don't have to rob each other, right?
And the search for a decent job is much easier now than ever before, is what I was trying to point out. We live in an informational world, the internet.
Informational world.
Jason.
We live in a world where
Jason.
The internet.
Jason.
There's different ways to make money. The internet business is booming right now.
Entrepreneurship.
No, Julian.
Entrepreneurship.
No, you're blessed to work for a black woman, correct?
I'm blessed to work for a black woman, yes.
I currently work for the Hispanic man. All right?
Okay, where you
I'm part
going
Hispanic,
with this?
okay? Now, Jason just told us to hop on the Uber and Lyft for the young brothers.
Mm-hmm.
Sunshine just told me we ducking, we hopping, we excited to check and jive for them white companies.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't know where I'm going to go, Jason. Now, that woman just said, y'all hopping onto the white companies when we don't own nothing. But Jason just told me hop on LinkedIn. Now, I'm confused. Is ownership the first step to getting out of this quote-unquote self-destructive state, or is it not?
Thank you, Sunshine, for agreeing with me. We are helping them, our external forces. Now, she said jobs to pay corporations that are colonizing on our land. We still won't be the root of the real issue because it requires too much responsibility. Oh. I love it.
No, I do push back a little bit on the our land part because we're not native to this land, but I do hear what she's saying though. That so there's a responsibility.
There is a responsibility
to be what? Because I really want to know.
Okay. So, like we was talking about. All right. We're in poor neighborhoods, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Now, how about this? We're in poor neighborhoods. We have poor food. We can do better with our food, though, for real. But that's taking us going out our way. Like me and you did. We did the alkaline diet earlier this year.
Yeah.
We went our way to what? Get better food, right? I went a month. You went what? 2 months? 2 months?
And a half, yeah.
Month and a half. No meat.
Yeah, but that was a personal responsibility.
That was a personal responsibility. But we did it, right? How much better did you felt?
I felt great.
You felt great. Did you ever thought about killing your brother?
No.
I know you definitely felt less about it when you was on that day.
You funny with that. Hey, World of Controversy Podcast, episode 55. You know, I'm just really thirsty right now. I'm going to drink some water. I'm trying to understand what these guys talk about because they're talking about a self-responsibility to what? Self-sufficiency or just getting a good job and not going to jail? I'm confused.
Self-responsibility to not destroy your people and join forces with the external forces that's already got us in a crappy predicament.
So there's an agenda against black people from someone outside of black people. And you're saying that there are black people joining forces with that.
Unknowingly, yes.
And you're telling me, and using the example of an alkaline diet, which was a personal choice between me and my body.
I was using that as an example because when you eat better, you think better.
Okay. Well, I got a question, brother. There's three men right here, and none of us own businesses.
Okay.
Sunshine trying to ask me, what is there's a responsibility to our people.
Wait, brother. Me and you own this podcast. This podcast is our business.
Okay, let's use that as an example. This podcast is our business.
Yes, it is.
What is our responsibility to the race? Because since there is supposedly an agenda from another race to us, what should our responsibility as individuals be to our race? Jason.
Self-accountability for one. 2, having a sense of community with obviously those like-minded, those that look like you, you know. She dropped. I just read that comment on y'all live. She asked a very potent question.
All right, well, let's get to that question right before we go on break.
Yo, okay. She said, why we don't have our own currency yet? If we know none of it is real, why we not bartering with each other? Why we not collectively growing our food and cleaning up our neighborhoods? Oh, shoot. Germ, you on that one.
You know why?
You on that one.
Because she's using the term our, and I love that she's using our. There was a brother by the name of Dick Gregory. You ever hear of him? Dick Gregory, the comedian, says they call them hoods. Black people have no black community. They have hoods. A hood is something you cover. A community owns something. If you don't own anything, you have no community. You're talking about a sense of community, Jason. How can I have a sense of community when I own nothing in that community?
Real estate. I mean, I don't know. Stop selling y'all cribs. Stop yielding to gentrification, my brothers and sisters. If the communities are getting, gentrified, hold on to your properties. I don't know, flip it, rent it. That's one way. I mean, what y'all think?
We walk down to the Asian
stack your money
to eat that food. We walk down to the Poppy to eat that food. We work at the white man's jobs. I'm confused. What
I think
exactly?
we should start just buying black. Like, it's like literally like, we are the market. We are a large, as black people, as whatever you want to identify as.
Like, we have to start building black.
Yeah, but that costs money. So it's like we got to invest in ourselves.
It costs money, yes. So we have to join forces, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Then we got to work together.
Yeah.
Right?
For sure.
Then we got to stop. Oh, I don't want you to move up, but I want me to move up.
Right.
Or being
But that's an ideology. But that's an ideology we got to break.
Ideology, yes.
So are you saying that the ideology would have to get broken before we could build black?
Yes, it does. It has to. Otherwise, we won't build together.
Right.
Now, we'll finish this up after we take a quick break. All right. We are back. We are black.
We're back.
We're back and we're black.
55.
Black in the mix.
55. Episode 55. World of Controversy Podcast. My name is Germ.Griffin. You can follow me on Instagram at Germ.Griffin. We got Julian Rob on the track. Julian.
And Julian Rob. Follow me at JWhistle_. Now, we are episode 55. Our black people are on destruction. We're going to continue this conversation. Where did I left off at?
We were talking a little bit about building black, and you said something to the effect of, there's some people who pretty much will look at one black person and be like, hey, I see you moving up, and they want to pull that black person down.
Oh, yes. Now you remind me. Yes. So we gotta stop the mindset of, oh, I want to move up. You gotta stay down. I don't want you to move up.
Right.
Or if you move up, now I'm jealous of you. Now I'm ready to rob you for what you got.
Right.
And yeah, we gotta stop that mindset. That is the mindset they have put us in to keep us against each other so we won't rise up as a people.
Yeah, that was kind of programmed into us. That form of jealousy and animosity, no doubt.
That slave mentality.
Yes, yeah, plantation thought.
Slave mentality.
We got Jason H in the studio, the local paralegal and stuff. Really smart dude, man. I'm going to hear what he got to say about this. What kind of mindset came from like that slave mentality or the plantation days that you think still may linger on today? Do you believe in post-slave traumatic syndrome?
Absolutely. It's almost like the ideology of like, when they say they want you to win, but not win more than them. I feel like as black people, historically, stemming from slavery, we have been traumatized to just be survivalists, and how that projects does carry a lot of, like you're trying to defeat the next man. You know what I'm saying? Like, It's like me wanting to survive can come with me not having you survive. You know what I'm saying? And psychologically, like just how that's processed, obviously that's layered, but there's definitely post-slavery traumatic syndrome in today's society for sure, I would say. Yes,
and you have to break the chain. And one of the biggest chains you have to break is the mental slavery. Yeah. And mental is worse than the physical. And how do we break the mental slavery?
Right.
How do we, fellas?
Well, I was waiting. I was going to wait later in the podcast to touch on what I'm about to say, but I feel like one of the most relevant aspects of Black destruction is mental health and the discrepancies and the prejudice that it served to the Black community.
Okay.
Well, we could talk about that later, though. But
we can talk about that now.
That kind of does answer what you was asking and touches on it.
I think we can talk about it now, brother. No time like the present.
Because that's very layered. When you talk about mental health in the Black community, I mean, a lot of it is self-inflicted, but a lot of it isn't.
Right.
We're victims of things that, play into that. So, it's layered.
It's layered.
But it's real.
All right. Well, how about we go into another thing with the Black destruction, okay?
Okay.
I'm going to hit on it. Music plays a major role in Black destruction.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, Rob.
Jeremy, you got a face. You want to say something?
No, go ahead. I'm trying to hear what you're saying because I agree, but there's some people that have told me they disagree with sentiment like that. So
we got to disagree. So when we got rappers talking about bees and hoes and getting money, and I had sex with this chick, I had sex with that chick. Now we just out here having sex with many different chicks, but not trying to make a wife out of them. Come on, brothers. We're Christian men, too.
To be quite honest with you, I don't even feel like the typical woman nowadays even wants to be wifed. I think she wants to be sponsored.
Ooh.
Listen, I had an experience like that last night, man. You don't even want to know about that.
Sponsorship is a new narrative.
In the heart, brother. Man, World of Controversy podcast. Jason speaking today, man.
Now that's controversy right there.
Yeah.
we got some controversy.
And we know.
Now, but on the other side, we got women rapping about their vaginas, right? Their vagina power. Shaking their behinds. Dressing naked. Oh, not cooking and cleaning.
Oh, here we go.
Hold on.
That Cardi B is not a black woman does not claim to be a black woman.
Hold on. That's because she Latino. Latino got black in them, don't they?
I don't care what you say. She don't claim to be black.
Doesn't matter what she claimed to be.
Okay, so you gonna run up to Cardi B and tell her she black.
I can tell her that. But here's the thing. All right, she don't claim to be, but she's married to a black man.
Well, listen, that's a problem right there.
She taking our black dollars.
Oh, she definitely doing that.
Oh, I'ma go there. Yes, he taking our black dollars, and black people are listening to her.
Here's my thing, though. Is it not pushed from the Jews? The Jewish execs?
Yeah.
Hey, Jason looking at me like, Germ, don't say that.
Okay.
No.
I
want to ask Germ a question. What do you think about as far as black men within our own communities? What do you think about facilitating either conferences or just some form of gathering where financial stewardship as it pertains to credit is taught and pushed?
Jason, let me tell you something.
Because that goes back to business ownership and how we can invest our money back into our own communities within ourselves. All of that. Credit is almost like the strongest pillar within that, that idea.
There was a place called Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the richest people in that town were black. All this black ownership. Actually, more than one town like that. And them cats bombed that joint. Okay? Mm-hmm. They stormed it. They pretty much like beat the crap out of people, and there was no more in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Y'all gotta understand that we are prisoners in a land that really is not ours. Black people are serving a purpose that was created for us to serve, and we're consumers. Mm-hmm. That's the first thing. And the second thing is we're supposed to work for as little compensation as possible. That's what they brought black people here to do. So I'm hearing people talk about black destruction and stuff, and I'm hearing people talk about, oh, this black person jealous of another black person. All of this goes back to the years of slavery.
Come on.
We've never healed from that.
Come on.
We can do stuff where we train men on the financial system, but remind you, even if black people got rich, even if black people were to accumulate some type of wealth, this is the other people's land. It is not Lenni Lenape land. This is no longer Turtle Island. Some people have gone to say this is Egypt. This is the land of the Caucasian, the capitalists. And we are just pawns in their system. We've always been.
Right.
We've always been. So all this agenda to destroy black people, they don't really want to completely destroy black people. They don't. They would have already done it, Rob.
Hold on.
They would have already done it. We are serving a purpose to consume their stuff and to work for as little as possible.
Okay, let me hear on this. They can't completely destroy us. You know why? They still need us.
They still need us.
That's why we're still here. They need us. They need our music. They need our culture. They need our athleticism. They need everything we can bring.
Our inventions.
Our labor.
They definitely need the labor.
They definitely need our labor. They definitely need our money, because black people got the strongest buying power. Yes. You know, there was a video I watched, and it's called The Selling of a Negro. No, I think it was called How to Sell a Nigga. I can send it to both of y'all. I can literally send it to both of y'all. It's on YouTube.
Well, you even saying nigga?
Yes.
And you know me, I hop on this show all the time, barely ever say nigga.
And it's literally a white person telling people, and this is back in the 50s, brothers.
Yeah. Oh, I think I might know what you're talking about.
Yeah, they
how
teaching
to sell to the Negro or something.
Yup.
Yeah.
Yes.
Here's my thing though. And if you really look at, I believe Dr. DeGrye's work, who came up, black woman that came up with the whole post-traumatic slave disorder thing, she'll tell you from the rip. it's always two-sided. You have to look at what we had to believe and what they had to believe. They had to believe that we were less than human. And we say that, Jason, but I don't think a lot of people get what I'm saying, Rob. There's a lot of white folk and people who were colonizers, French, Europe, all them cats, they didn't think we were human. And we sit back and we're like, oh, well, that was back in the day. The same way post-traumatic slave syndrome trickled from them to us. We're jealous of each other. We got all this trauma. We're yelling at each other. I don't want to see a black person ahead of me. Something got trickled from the colonizers to them. Yeah. That's a dehumanizing of a people group. Yeah. That's a dehumanizing of a people group. Well, white women are still scared of black men because they do not look at black people as people, but something lower, almost an animal form almost.
Yeah. Well, we adopt a lot of things from white people after slavery. Yeah. And the problem is black people would try to do everything as the white man, the colonizer. You want to buy the fur coat. You want to buy the nice house like the white man. You want to spend all your money to prove that you can do stuff like the white man, right? Yeah. And you're not getting where the white man is. You're not there. No. We're so busy trying to spend, trying to do this, put down other black people. You got black people scared of black people.
Yeah, we do.
We're scared of each other. Because why? You got black people that won't talk to another black person.
But Rob, it's because they don't even see themselves. Some of them don't even see themselves as human.
Yeah, we have an inferior thing. Inferior. We see each other as inferior to each other.
Inferior to each other and definitely inferior to other races.
And inferior to other races. That is the problem right there.
That's why we got black folk out here running around trying to get with these other women. Now, wait a minute, Jason. Jace, because you know it's a world of controversy, right? Yep. Is this interracial relationship thing part to this self-destruction? Is it a key indicator?
Oh, it's a very key indicator.
Is it a key indicator, Jason, that there is some type of self-hate or self-destruction going on with not only the individual, but in the race?
Is that an indication? I would say it's circumstantial. I feel as if say a black woman marries a white man. I mean, is there a lapse on her behalf or the black men in her life that probably were of shortcomings? If a black man is dating a white woman, like, who's held at wrong? Is it the white woman or the black woman in that black man's life that just weren't really, like, doing what they needed to do? So I don't know. It's like, I don't think it got nothing to do with that. I feel like marrying out of your race can definitely have long-term. It can have a long-term deficiency on how it impacts
black economics
and that construct.
Whoa. Sorry.
That's circumstantial. Like, your question is circumstantial. I think it just kind of depends on the couple. You know what I mean? Because I know some brothers that, they date white women, but they're Afrocentric as you can think. You know what I'm saying? And it's like...
Frederick Doug?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Dave Chappelle?
Dave Chappelle, man.
He's married to an Asian chick.
Oriental, yeah.
But we can keep going, man.
Now, truth into the light has said it definitely depends. And now she comment, I think the black race should be with one another to improve our race since we're behind.
I do too.
But I'm at the point where if someone finds the person who matches their values, then it is what it is.
And I agree with that too.
Yeah, but
that's
I can't laugh at that. I can't laugh at that. That's not funny, Rob. That's the problem.
I'm not laughing at that.
This is what I'm talking about, Jason.
Yeah, truth to like Ariel, I'm not laughing at you though.
No, you laughing at the situation. Ain't nothing funny about that, Jay.
Well, let me ask y'all this: Are mulattoes just as black as blacks?
Jason. Jason.
Look,
Jason.
if you're black, you're black.
Jason, when they made them laws to free the slaves, some of them states said no blacks, no Negro, and no mulatto in this state. No free Negro and mulatto was right in the law. They're gonna tell you who's black. Some of the schools held a paper bag right next to them kids. Make sure, right? If you darker than you paper bag, heck, you're not coming in here.
Yeah.
You're not coming in here. No, you know the white boy from my
So even if you appeared half white, you were still treated less than and like a Negro.
Oh, for sure.
Then.
Oh, for sure. Oh, for sure.
So who's to discredit a Caucasian that's pro-black then?
Me. It's me.
Because
that's the problem with our.
But what about Rachel Diaz?
Who?
The girl that was trying to claim she was black and that she was in the NAACP that year, and they find out she was white.
Dolezal or whatever, Rachel Dolezal. Yeah.
Because imagine being mulatto, right? Hypothetically, and some people treat you like you're white, some people treat you like you're black. So it's like, I feel like for me, if you for us, you for us. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter what race you are. Like I'm not prejudiced, but I feel like as far as
Jason, we do no gatekeeping in this community.
Yeah.
Jason, we do.
Yeah, no, it's a real thing.
Jason,
for sure.
We have white men selling more hip hop records than the black man right now.
Why don't we own our own music genres?
Because we're not doing any gatekeeping. Because we don't do any. You make a dancehall track right now and see if no Jamaicans gonna be in your comments right now telling you to stop. They're gonna gatekeep their music.
Yeah.
But we don't gatekeep nothing.
Yeah.
We gatekeep nothing, Rob.
We're exploited, man, from every angle, man.
Everyone dating everybody. Everyone letting everyone use their business, their hashtags. We gatekeep nothing. We own nothing. And it's more than economics. I've been trying to tell y'all this for the longest.
That's powerful what you just said. We gatekeep and own nothing. And gatekeeping those are the power players.
That's the only thing that keeps something exclusive. If someone's right at the gate, the only thing that keep you from coming in and taking everything and making wealth off of it is the black people that'll stand up and be like, "You're not taking this." Mm-hmm. That's what gatekeeping was. White folk do it all the time. Asians, Native Americans, show me where the black people are like, "You're not taking our culture."
Well, that's nobody's LLC. That's nobody business LLC said, because we do everything for their money.
Yes. That's what we were created to do. She's on point today.
Yes.
She's on point today. I'm not going to lie. Sunshine is absolutely on point.
Oh, she is on point. That's why I love it when she come on this live and comment.
Her real name Sunshine?
Yeah, Sunshine.
Oh, wow.
What is that? Episode...
She must
26.
26, episode
sunshine.
26.
We all need a little bit of sunshine.
Yeah, smart person.
There is a song called Sunshine.
Let the sunshine. No,
What the heck are you saying, bro?
Oh, see, you gotta go back to the classics. Come on, Rob.
It says I
see,
can't.
You listening to that white woman?
No.
You listening to that white woman, Michael J. I'm trying to show you.
First of all, Michael J. is not a white woman. He's a black man.
I don't know who he is.
Yeah, I actually do know who he is.
Ask them kids who he was.
He was a black man.
He was
a black man.
Ask them kids who he was. And ask his wife or whoever them kids' mother was.
He was a black man.
Ask Blanket who he was.
Blanket know he was a black man.
All his kids.
Anyway.
All his kids were white.
Okay. All right.
And they're born through surrogate. I don't even know if all...
That ain't from me. That's your guess, Jargon.
I mean, that's just public.
I
you can go online and figure that out yourself.
I don't think they born through surrogate, but
paralegal. That's the paralegal.
I'm just going off of facts that was provided online, man.
Jason
it's public knowledge.
Jason H. Rob, what you got?
All right. So, I think we're almost there. Let me see. Yeah. So, we're at the conclusion of this episode. Jason, we're gonna have you on again though.
For sure, man. This
might be a part 2 because we ain't hit on everything.
Nah, we didn't.
So
not at all.
You got anything to promote?
To promote? Yeah. Not necessarily a business or anything like that, but I have a philosophy to promote. Emotional intelligence is the most powerful thing in the world.
Emotional intelligence is the most powerful thing in the world.
To bear as a human. To have. To discern. Emotional intelligence. If you wanna negate destruction, black destruction, self-destruction, emotional destruction, trauma, whatever, past destruction, personal destruction, spiritual destruction, learn emotional intelligence.
Emotional intelligence.
Spend time with that.
Meditate.
Thank you, Jake. Thank you.
All right. So, I'm going to say this. Thank you guys for coming on. Follow us on World of Controversy Podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Anchor, Podchaser, Podbeam, Google Podcasts, and where you find podcasts. WC_podcast on Instagram, WC_pod on YouTube, WC_pod on Twitter, World of Controversy Podcast on Facebook. And that's it, folks. See you guys for the next episode. And yeah, that's it. We're out.